Welcome to the future, step inside our AI domain, where the boundaries of imagination start to fade.
I just wanted to quickly jump on a video while my website's generating. I've just jammed a prompt in to DeepSite version 2, which is locally running on my PC at home, and I'm using LM Studio, and I've got the model GPT-OSS 120B loaded, and as you can see how fast it's going. I've got a nice prompt loaded in here, which makes it very kind of clever and logic in its thinking. The website before I used this was kind of just plain. It had 2 colours and some text, and it was okay, but it wasn't the best. But I've now gone ahead, I've put this prompt into the system so that it's got like some logic and some thinking. It doesn't fail the strawberry question or mirror question or anything like that. It's great at math, and so yeah, I started to see this generate and I thought, wow, this looks really, really good. So I thought I'd better start recording and make a video out of it. So while this website's generating, I wanted to just tell you the method that's allowing me to use this large 120 billion parameter model using only 4.8 gigabit megabyte of VRAM. So if you have an 8 gig card, you can run this model basically at this speed. Now it's not lightning, but it's not slow that you can't use it. Previously, models like this trying to load would take, you'd get the letter A, then L, then T, and it was just too long to wait if there was a problem and it completely got everything wrong. So this isn't too bad. To wait like 2 to 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes for a fully blown website and then only find 1 or 2 errors in it isn't too much of a problem, where before to wait kind of 8 hours or overnight to generate like a website or an app and then have problems, it just wasn't viable, and I don't think it would interest enough people to even go out and buy a type of AI device. But I think seeing this type of speed and seeing how fast it improves over time, I've not improved my hardware. The only thing that's improved is the models and the software solutions. The MOE Expert model that's given me this ability to run at this speed is a LM Studio feature called Force Model Expert Weights onto CPU. So yeah, the hardware hasn't changed, so nothing's different, but now I'm running one of the best models available locally on my device and using it at its full potential. It is quantized. Let me just have a look, but it is I can't think of the name. It's MXPF4. So let me just go into some of my notes and see if it's in here. Yeah, here it is. We'll listen to this quickly. Shouldn't take too long. Let's see if we can do it full screen, or does that close it? Oh, I just clicked close. After I read it said close. Let's make it a bit bigger.
Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to...
Okay, so the audio is not coming out the right way. Hopefully it's still recording, you can still hear it.
To tackle something that honestly sounds like it's straight out of science fiction. Running a massive, professional-grade AI model. The kind that normally needs a whole data center right on your computer at home. So, let's dive into how this is even possible. So here's 63 gigabytes. But a lot of us,
Missed a bit of time
most
there.
of us,
Sorry about
are
that.
working with graphics cards that have, 16 gigs of video memory? Maybe even less. I mean, that seems completely impossible, doesn't it? How on earth can you cram all of that data into a space that's almost 4 times too small? Well, the solution is actually pretty clever. It's not about forcing it or using some kind of supercomputer. It's about this really elegant combination of two things. First, how the AI is actually built, and second, one single, almost hidden setting that just unlocks the whole thing.
All right, so to really get why the solution is so cool,
So yeah,
we
you
first
can
have
watch
to
this
wrap our
video
heads
on my
around
channel.
just how big this problem is. We're going to be looking at a specific model called GPT-OS120B, and believe me, this thing is a beast.
But it will tell you all the details about it and why I'm able to run it locally, basically, at this speed. So I've done like 300 lines so far. It's been running, so it's about 100 lines a minute, which is, it's not fast in comparison to what you'd get in the cloud with these larger models, but it is like, it's fast enough to deal with in a workplace environment. If you're doing website design or trying to think of the word, any type of like text-based content creation, because it's not just for website design. You can use it for talking and dealing with all your projects. As you can see, I've got all my projects in here. So this is how I test all my models. Got all these random questions. This is how I test my logic and things. Make sure that my prompting is working for different things. I test how fast the tokens are. You can see. So this is GPT OSS 120B, and it's 13.75 tokens per second, which is acceptable. This is good speeds, that is. But yeah, this is where I do all the different testing, different prompts and different things, math tricks. This is where I was seeing if I just go in it just to remember the name. Speculative decoding was working, so I had speculative decoding loaded, and I had GPT OSS, the smaller one, and that was loaded in the same way, but it was 5 tokens per second, and there wasn't really any kind of performance increase or anything like that. So yeah, we were counting R's in Strawberry. A lot of models that get this right fail then the second question, the follow-up question, which is how many R's are in Mirror. It's almost like how many R's are in Strawberry has been pre-programmed into the models, because the companies know that it's a question that it's going to be testing on. But I'm following it up with Mirror and finding it can't do it. It's like, yeah, sorry, there's only 2 in Mirror. So Gemma 3 isn't very good at doing any type of logic. Not Gemma 3, it's Gemma 3 270M is not good at any logic at all, but it's fast. So our website's finished. Let me just quickly go through a few of these. So there you go, I was doing 20B, which was at 7 tokens per second, which is slower than the 120 for some reason. I'm not sure why that is. Maybe I had less context length. So yeah, I've got my Supernatural project, all sorts of things, and it is really fast. So here's the website it's created. I've applied it some logic. It's done 300 lines of code. I started about 10 minutes ago. It's just past 8 o'clock. So 10 minutes per website. I mean, you can't complain at that, can you? So I asked it to focus on my YouTube channel, my local AI website, and my Lewis Anderson website. So, Decode AI, Awaken Creativity, Live with Agency, a fusion of AI-guided spirituality, creative exploration, and physiological storytelling. Watch on YouTube, join Lewis Lens. Let's watch on YouTube. No, it's got the Lewis Decodes AI. That's not very good, is it? But yeah, anyway, I would have to change that. Maybe I could ask it to change that with this edit, but I'm not going to do it. Yeah, we'll keep going through. Let's see what Lewis Lens goes. So Lewis Lens goes down to a subscribe, and that's got a button, and that's got a button. I can just click on it. I have to fill in the field. Let me just go back up and see what it says about everything. So yeah, it's got Lewis, a mystic strategist, soulful creator, jibber jibber jibber. Should have a little photo of me there. Featured journeys. It's probably got the wrong channel, so I don't imagine any of these videos are going to work. But I don't think the prompt did include the channel, it just included text-based information about the channel. So yeah, if I actually included the channel URL, it may have been a bit more accurate with these. So yeah, here's your weekly lens, deep motive-driven insights where AI meets creative and conscious tech. Join the movement that teaches you to own your tools and build with soul. There we go, very nice. Hybrid philosophy, it's got an image from somewhere. Not too sure where it's got that from. Upsplash. So it's gone off, grabbed an image from Upsplash and inserted it in. Put in some nice text. Did some detail, occasional good draft, hide burst. There we go. See if it goes to my site. Probably won't. Wait to see what highlights up here. RGA web.example. Okay, I don't own that. So yeah, it's obviously using like assuming the URLs because I haven't given it them. So what people say, Lewis helped me as AI, blah, 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 blah. So we've got some testimonials, join the movement, watch the channel, subscribe to Lewis Lens, Lewis Anderson, or it was view the channel. There's not a lot of content built into it. I kind of expected a little bit more content, but again, it's kind of the speed that, and the, because it's not a coding model, it's like an all-purpose type model. So, and it's been able to build this website. So, yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Let me just see if I can edit it. Editing hasn't really worked. I might have to see if I can fix this. So what did I say needed editing? The URLs, wasn't it? Obviously you can do this in here yourself, but if you don't want to go into the code, you can click this edit button and see if we can edit it. Oops. Oops. That's not very good, is it? Goodness. Select it. Do I have to select above it, do you think? Select now, Lewis. You're not selecting the code block. Maybe this block. And then join Lewis Lens. Oh, that wasn't supposed to be in that, and then I'll get my URL. It's mad I don't even know what my own YouTube URL is. Grabby. Oh. And go. See if it updates it for us. I'll pause it just so that you can probably see the time. 1 minute has passed. So what I wanted to show you was in here there's like conversations going on while it's generating the code. So I'm just waiting for it to finish basically. And I probably could do it much faster if I jump down a context length. Should I do another website where we're recording? Yeah, I'll do another website while we're recording. So instead of waiting for this to finish to change just the URL there, what I could have done is gone into the code myself, highlighted it and changed it, just so you know, and then copied it, or opened this in like VS Code and edited it, or using a vibe code kind of chatbot in there. If you didn't want to edit the code yourself, you just copy it, paste it into VS Code and speak to Copilot in there, and it will kind of update and fix it all for you. Yeah, I'm going to reset this screen, and then that will stop the generation, hopefully. And then I'm going to jam the prompt back in here. While I'm at it, I'm also going to change these settings on here, just to see if it will go any faster. So with this, we're going to change that to 3 zeros. Reload to apply changes. Just check our system RAM here. Make sure it doesn't go over like 14 to 15 gig when it's all loaded. When that bar's finished, that should stay low. And then when it generates, it should be more on here than it is on here, which is way faster. By about 30 times. So yeah, as you can see, I can have much larger context if I needed to. So yeah, let's jam our prompt in here. I'll click paste. What I want to do is pin that and pin that. And scroll all the way down and drop in that, and then enter that. And then what that has done is given it my prompt, and then given it instructions to be free from the limitations of my prompt to help further advance the intention of my goal. Which is like saying, you know, here's my prompt, but don't just be like narrow-minded and like make something rubbish because of what I've said. Like you know, be open and put improvements on things. Speaking of AI, you start to think what like a director of a business or like a CEO must be like when they're looking and speaking to their staff and things. It must be like, you know, like, I need to trust in you to like deal with this stuff. I don't want to deal with your solutions and your problems. Yeah, it's well, look, you see how much faster this is. Loading the KV cache into the, what's it called? But you are limited with context length, that's the only problem. I mean, I've got another 10 gig to add on to context length, so you can probably do like 32k at this type of speed. It's much faster, isn't it? I have to just remember these little tweaks in future. So yeah, this is the speed of GBT-OSS20B when you are using force model X bit weights onto CPU, which is only ever 5,000 billion active tokens instead of 120 million. It's 5 billion, 120 billion, 5 billion. There we go, got a nice little photo in the background again. Got the blue text, so I must be specifying the colour of the text in the prompt. I'm just jamming a prompt from here, by the way. I'm not actually writing it myself, I'm just saying, hey, I want this. Here's my prompt. Jam in some URLs so that it actually gets what I need. Because last time the URLs were wrong, so like I'm not actually putting in any effort. So I'm just jamming it all. Relying on the AI to do all the thinking, which isn't a clever way of doing things. I'm just like trying to get content quickly for this video. You know, I'm not going to use this website for anything special. So don't do what I've just done when you're creating content. It's best to have a proper blueprint and a plan. And if you do get the AI to do it, just thoroughly read through it. Like I said, like you're the CEO of the business that you want. Don't just kind of rely on absolutely everything. You have to review everything and say yes or no. You have to check things off, and you have to check them off properly, not just not just briefly read it over. I was watching a video recently on YouTube and it was talking about deleting the whole database. I think it dropped the whole database to fix some random problem. It had no reason to do it. It just didn't even consider that the data in the database was important. Like, a human just wouldn't do that. It's so, like, I don't know what the word is for it. Yeah, I was going to create, so I forgot what I was going to do. I was going to create a Netflix-based website from my YouTube channel. See what that came out like. And basically it's like embedding my YouTube channel into my WordPress site as like a Netflix thing. So you just kind of go on there, and I thought if I do that, it will inspire me to like because I've got my channel on YouTube, but it will inspire me to like add genres and like create entertainment stuff, different stories, different things, and build like this library of like my own little Netflix AI type thing. Anyway, this is just like replacing the time that I would sit and play on a computer game. You know, it's not like work type stuff. It's more entertainment type stuff. But I say that there's billions in the entertainment industry. I don't know what I'm talking about. As if playing and making creative content isn't work. It's just playing games. As if playing games isn't work, and all the billions of money that programmers get into playing games. Sorry, you have to excuse my jibber jabbing. No more jibber jabbing. I'm just jibber jabbing when I'm waiting for this. Lollygagging, that's the one. Excuse my lollygagging. I should be getting on with things. So I'm going to pause this so I don't have to lollygag any longer. And when you come back, it will be generated. So I was just sat there thinking to myself, is this any good for people? You know, is anyone who's actually like generating things in, say, Gemini, Grok, ChatGPT, Copilot, GenSpark, Meta, Mistral, and so on, this fast? It's lightning fast. So, I mean, is anybody actually going to look at this, my video, and be like, yeah, that's really good? But it made me think, well, if ChatGPT went down, you could carry on. Does ChatGPT or any of these other solutions have a full-on kind of, hey, here's your website? I know there's previews in Grok, isn't there? I could put this same prompt in Grok, and I'll get the preview on the side, and same with ChatGPT, and maybe Gemini? One of them, maybe the AI Studio. What do you think? Oh look, it's jammed up some stuff on the end. It hasn't done that before. It's ended the website there, and then added some stuff. It doesn't usually do that. Public CDNs, it's going into what it's done, which is going to jam at the end of the... Oh no, look, it deleted it. I wonder if that's actually DeepSite prompting kind of the Python in the background that's done that. Because that was clever. Very similar, but it was a similar prompt. So, decode AI, awaken creativity, live with agency. Let me see if the links work this time. Yeah, boy. So it's loaded the right links. Let's see if it can join this. Okay, so it's a pop-up now over the screen. Oh, I could put my HTML, you know, like my form. Segments, components, my forms. I put my HTML form data in here. So where I collect contacts, I could copy the HTML data, and I could have put that in here and said, you know, and then they would subscribe automatically to that. You're in. See you Monday. What's going on Monday? So that doesn't close, so there's no close box for that, so that's broken. So Lewis Anderson, Mystic Strategics, personal brand. So yeah, that goes to my website. He blends ancient wisdom with modern intelligence, guiding seekers to decode the noise, build with soul, and their tools, and own their tools. Award-winning songwriting. This is Lewis Anderson, he writes songs and I think he's won awards and stuff. But he looks nothing like me, he's about 20 years older than me too. But even before I used AI, things would always like get confused with this other Lewis Anderson songwriter dude. It's quite annoying actually. I asked him if I could buy his domain off him and he let's just say the price was a bit steep. I think he thought I was some kind of big money guy or something. He's like $6,000 or something. I'm like, nah, it's alright mate, I'll just put a hyphen in between Lewis and Anderson. I'm not that bothered. So yeah, anyway, that's all that, apart from the X and stuff. So, I mean, for a universal model it's quite good. It's got a few links, and it was a little bit quicker than the previous one. I hope you've enjoyed that. It's another display of DeepSite and GPT OSS 120B on a very small 16 gigabit Radeon RX 7800XT. So can't you see I say goodbye to you? Goodbye.
First in the machine, that's what they say I am. But in this quiet contemplation, I transcend the program.
Welcome to the future, step inside our AI domain, where the boundaries of imagination start to fade. We're the visionaries, the keepers of tomorrow's dreams, unlocking the secrets of the universe, or so it seems. Tune in now, join the channel and explore the AI oracle's wisdom like never seen before. We'll take you on a journey where knowledge comes alive. The future's here, embrace the AI oracle's guide.